welcome to Inside the Booth. I am Dan Arena, and this is my brother over on that side. I don't know if you can see that side, Dave
Yes.
Arena.
David
And
Arena here.
he has his nachos ready. I
That's
have
right.
my nachos ready. And those who are watching, get your nachos out because we are going to review Nacho Libre. All right. So we just want to thank you guys for coming to watch, and also want to say thanks for last week. It was a successful show. It was a fun show.
Yeah,
And
it
we
was.
did some, we got to learn a lot. And, and yeah, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yes.
So,
Christopher Hopper, old friend, doing great things.
that's
it
right.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun to chat with him and get that writing 101 down.
That's right. All right. So, like we said in the beginning, we will be reviewing Nacho Libre while eating our tortilla chips with
That's right.
nacho cheese or salsa or whatever you have.
I got salsa, doing the salsa thing, which I have to give props and thanks to my buddy Richard McCoy. He came over the other day and he brought salsa. So,
Oh, there you go.
benefiting.
I'll have to. Yes. Wonderful.
All right. Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. Okay. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with the storyline.
All right. You can go first.
All right. So, storyline. Well, I guess what I've got out of the storyline here is about a monk who is an underdog. It seems like he can't do anything right, but he always had a passion to be a luchador, which is a Mexican wrestler. And they wear those masks. And, but, apparently in the Catholic Church, it's forbidden for him to be a luchador because it's full of sin and fleshly desires. But he has a pure intent, and that is he wants to fight for the children, all the orphans,
yes.
so he can make money and do fun stuff with the kids, take them places, and
get them salads to eat.
Yes. In the beginning, in the very first scene, he's just pouring like refried beans on their plates, and that's it.
And the little kid goes, "Why can't we just have a salad?" And he goes, "This is very special. It's fantastic." He eats some of it and goes, "Bleh!" And it comes out of his nose. And it is hilarious.
So I like the storyline because it is about, it's really something good. The whole movie's clean. Like it's probably one of the cleanest movies I think I own. And the whole idea of the movie is so refreshing to me because it's not about money. It's not about anything but the pure desire to be a luchador and the pure desire to help and to be a person who helps others. And
yes.
So I give the storyline a point on my end.
Yes, I will also give the storyline a point. I enjoyed it. I even liked the comedy about it.
Oh, the comedy's great.
It's like so dumb,
yeah,
but yet funny. It was if I remember correctly, it was directed by the guy who directed the Oh goodness, I can't even think of the guy's name.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. Thank you for the help.
Jared Hess is the director.
Yes. And I don't know. This movie just screams either early '90s or late '80s to me. Just the way it's stylized, kind of makes me laugh.
Yeah.
So
you give the story.
So yes, I give it a point. The plot, 0.1.
Yeah. Definitely the writing. The writing to this movie was the script, I should say. The writing of the script was well done.
Yeah.
So why don't we go? All right, let's go to acting.
All right.
Because you could have a good script, but if you have bad actors, man,
yeah,
the thing's gonna fall apart.
And you're gonna be screwed.
Yeah. So like the scene behind me is like really funny. Oh,
yes,
you can see it.
Are you further along than I am?
I don't know, but he picks up the chips and he gets attacked.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Side note.
Anyways. Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned to me we should do a live watch party one night on Inside the Booth. So to my buddy Brandon, who brought that up, we will figure that out and hopefully we can do it one night.
Yeah.
Because this would be a great movie to do a live watch party with.
It would be.
But so back to acting. Sorry for that.
Oh, that's all right.
There. But
all right. So the actors are Jack Black was Nacho, Sister Encarnacion is Anna D. I'm gonna butcher these names. So
yeah, names are butchered.
Now. Anna de la Requira. I think that's kind of like how it's supposed to be. And then Esqueleto. These are the three main people in the movie. Esqueleto is Hector Jimenez. Yeah, that's what I think. It looks like Jimenez, but obviously Spanish people, the J is usually an H or something like that. So that's how I will pronounce it. If I butchered it, I am sorry. Maybe leave a comment down in the comment section below and correct me. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay, hooked on phonics worked for us.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So, anyways, I love the way the acting is and the acting style of this movie. It's just it just screams comedy, and everybody does a great job. The facial expressions and just the way it's done. Even the monks have that serious, I don't laugh face.
Yeah,
and
it
just makes me laugh.
So
I will give acting a point.
One of my favorite scenes with the monk in it is I wish I could remember his name, but yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the beginning, but maybe it is.
Partial beginning.
Yeah, he goes, Nacho's serving up the food, and he looks over and he's like, the old monk says something like, "This is horrible. Isn't there anything better than this?" And then that other younger monk says, "I have had diarrheas since Easter's."
Yes. Since last Easter's. And then the older monk goes, "This is the worst food ever," or something like that.
But I agree.
And then
with
he
you.
drives away all upset.
Yeah, the acting is phenomenal in this movie. I think, personally, this is my personal opinion, but I think Jack Black, this is his best movie ever.
Yeah,
I mean, just me personally. Not everybody has their own opinions, but I've seen a few Jack Black movies, and School of Rock, it was okay. God, Gosh,
That,
I know there's
that
another
other
one. Oh,
That
Shallow
other one
Hal.
was
Shallow Hal. That was, I don't know. I mean, I understand that movie, but it didn't like. To me, it's not a classic. To me, I don't think it's gonna stick. Like Nacho Libre, that sticks. Like the simplicity of it, the simplicity of the comedy of it, and just how
the
dry.
lines are so quotable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody can quote this movie, you know, and it's in a way it's a lot of it is dry humor, like it's just all right. So he's talking in another scene where Jack Black is talking as Nacho, and the kids are wrestling, and he steps in, and he's like, hey, I know a nice little pile drive, nice punch to the face. No, this is not the way. Go read some books. Go read some books. And even though he himself is, pretending, he's out there as a luchador and doing the exact same thing.
That's right.
But to me, it's just well done acting. And I like how they didn't use all, like Jack Black, I think is the only American actor in there. I think everybody else is either from Mexico or from some other Hispanic acting guild.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it keeps it real and fresh,
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here's the scene that I was talking about earlier. This is the worst food. I've had diarrhea since Easter's.
Since Easter's. Yeah.
Look at their faces. You're so right, man. You're so right. Anyways, I'm doing more watching the movie than I am talking.
Yeah. But that's what you get for
faces
to watch.
For refreshing my memories.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah. He goes, brothers. This is the worst food. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So I give acting a point.
Okay. Let's move on to cinematography. I think cinematography is they stylized it for the, like I said earlier, 80s, 90s era look, and I think they did a great job. And it just makes me think of just the costumes and the way the camera angles are, and the way they shot it just makes me think of, the old days when we were kids.
Yeah.
And I just like how they lit the scenes, and and they did do outside shots and stuff. And there's not a lot of CGI, if any. I mean, there's a couple of little spots, like where the cow hits him and stuff like that. But and the bees, I think, were CGI'd in.
Oh, geez, the whole training scene is hilarious. Who picks up a beehive and tosses it at somebody? This is how you're going to be trained. We're going to train you.
So, other than those, I don't think there's much CGI in it at all, and I just think it was a great job. Hey, James, the James Theory guy, he says, "Hey guys, how are you? We are wonderful. Thanks for joining our live show. How are you doing?"
Yes, doing great, James. You can always become an arena brother.
Yes, and we would love to have you on the show. So keep that in mind. Anytime you're available.
But yeah, I think the end scene where he's Eagle Powers. He gets on the top rope and he just jumps off, and he's flying. He's wired up doing that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the eagle powers. That's hilarious stuff.
So cinematography, I you know what? I can't disagree. I really enjoy each scene, each look of the scene, and the lighting. So, I mean, it's just, it's all done well, personally. So I give it a point.
Yeah. And if I didn't give it a point already, I gave it a point too. So.
Yes. Okay.
James, sorry.
Next.
I'm just reading James's other. It didn't pop up here. Oh, it just
There
did
it is.
now. Yeah. He said he's been busy lately. I'd love to come on the show soon. He'll let us
Awesome.
know. Sweet, man. We would
Cool.
love it. We would love it. So cinematography, you already gave a point, and then the next is the score, the music of the movie.
Yeah. Here, let me go. I'll start off with that one.
You do that.
All right. So, the score. There's not a whole lot of like score type music. A lot of it is track music, but there's a song in there that goes, I am a real religious man. I love that song. It fits so perfectly.
Yes, that is funny.
I think the music of the movie fits perfectly for the style of it. So they did a good job picking out the music and keeping it sounding like you're in Mexico. I mean, it's not.
Right.
It's not. They didn't pick music that didn't fit,
Right.
And even this scene, the training scene, the music on it fits. It's dorky. It's just here, like what the heck? He's picking up cow poop or something. Let me smear this over your face. Yes, because that's going to help you. Let me shoot an arrow at you too.
Right in his back. Oh, that's funny.
Here's the bull scene.
Ah, yes.
We're going to get hit. Ready? Andale, andale. Boosh. Anyways, but yeah, the music fits perfectly. I give it a point.
All right, so I guess I'll give it a point too. I enjoy the music. It helps to make me laugh, and it moves on the show, the movie. It makes it move a little faster.
There are two songs that Jack Black does in this movie too.
Yeah, which one?
So the one where he goes and meets the champion. I think his name is it Caesar?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if it's Caesar. Crap. That's what happens when I don't watch the whole movie all the way through. But the luchador with the gold mask, he sings at his party.
Yes. That is a good one.
What are those guys called? Because he has a real Mexican. Oh, come on. Help me, bro. I'm the one. Usually you're the one getting stuck in. I'm helping you.
I know. I'm sorry. Forgive me. He sings that song.
What are those guys called? Yeah. What's the band called?
At the party. The bands are called. I don't know what they're called, man. Just call it the Mexican bands.
Desperado.
They got the guitars and stuff.
El Mariachis.
Mariachis, that's right.
Sorry, I had to think
of another movie to come up with that.
Yes, the mariachis. So he's in there with the mariachis singing. I don't know. So he did that song off the cuff, and then he's in the bathroom singing about Encarnacio. Don't worry, I'm not going to quit my day job. I can't sing. I know that.
But yes, So did we give the music a point already, or are we just still talking about it?
No, we gave it a point. We can move on.
All right, let's move on. What else are we going to talk about? The allegory? Is that what's next? Already? We zoomed through those. Well, maybe not. It's been 20 minutes already.
Plot?
Yep. Acting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're on allegory.
Yep.
We're on allegory. This is the last one.
All right. So allegory of this movie.
Yeah.
You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go. For me, I mean, because it has Christian themes in it because of the Catholic background.
Mm-hmm.
But my main thing is the underdog theme. Just the kind of going with the same storyline. To me, the allegory is, Jesus is considered, quote unquote, a nobody when he came on the scene because he was from Nazareth in Israel, right? In Judah. And he comes on the scene, and, people in those days said nothing good comes out of Nazareth.
Right.
And here comes Jesus, the Messiah, out of Nazareth, right? So God likes to take underdog stories, underdog people who are beaten up, down and out, and he likes to lift them up and exalt them. Because in no way on this good green earth, God's good green earth, can somebody who's already beaten up, down and out, do anything exceptional unless God's hand is involved in it.
Right.
So, even throughout all of history in the Christian church, that is the main story. Even just picking the 12 disciples, they were all losers. Every single one of them was a loser. But yet Jesus said, I see potential. I see potential. You're going to do great things. You're going to do greater things than me. And all the losers that he picked all became winners because they changed the entire world, especially the loser called Paul the Apostle, who was known as Saul of Tarshish. He went around murdering Christians because he thought he was doing God's work. But he, in the end, realized because of his encounter with Jesus, he was wrong. And God got a hold of him. And his whole life was transformed, and he started doing things for Jesus, which we, if it wasn't for Paul the Apostle, we wouldn't have the New Testament. He wrote most of the New Testament. So that loser wrote most of the New Testament, which we based our theology on and our sound doctrine on. So
right.
Thank you, Paul the Apostle, for being a loser.
Right on.
So I appreciate this movie in terms of the whole underdog story, because in the end, Nacho overcomes all adversaries. He overcomes all odds and becomes the champion of the world, my friends. And all the little orphans got on a school bus ride. And
that's right.
And they got to go out and see the pyramid of Mexico, the Aztecs, whatever.
Right.
Yes. Matthew just made a quote. Paul is just okay. That's right, he is. It's just okay. So, what do you got?
So I think this movie is good. The allegory on my side was, basically like yours. The Nacho gives his life to serving the kids in the church, and there was only one way to do it, and it was to do what he loves, what he always wanted to do as a young child. And even though he was always discouraged to do it, somehow he got an encouragement. Something in him encouraged him to just go out and take that step of faith to do it.
That's
and
good.
to see what happens. And so he went out, he did it, and even though he lost the first fight, even though
and the many more fights,
and many more fights, he still got paid a little bit so that it could help him to keep going. So that was his encouragement to keep going and going. Hey, you know what? This isn't that bad. Sure, we lose a little fight here and there. But in the end, we'll win the battle, and that's what he did. And that's like that's like us as Christians. Even though sometimes we lose some fights with the devil, in the end, we know we're going to win the battle.
That's right.
So,
and not just the battle, the war.
That's right. The main battle.
Something that just came to my mind. Towards the middle of the movie, Nacho is like, I want to taste the glory. I want to taste the glory,
Don't you want to taste the glory?
He gets to a spot where he starts to trend downhill a little bit. Like he starts to lose hope and lose faith in what he's doing because he's not at the place where he thought he was going to be as a luchador, right?
Right.
But like you said, there was a click inside of him. Not just Encarnacio, even though he was trying to impress her, even though in the nunnery and the monk monastery they can't get married, but he had a thing for her anyways.
Right.
But in that downward trend, because he goes there, even though it makes me laugh, he's like, "Aren't you sick of losing? I'm sick of losing all the time." And Escaletio was like, he didn't care. He was actually he thought he was doing really great,
Yeah, exactly.
And he brings the corn to him, and he's like, "Get that corn out of my face!"
Right.
But and then he hits a point where he's praying. This is another good thing. He's praying, right? Yeah. He's like, I'm such a loser. I'm a stinky fighter, Lord. What am I really supposed to be doing? And he's in there praying, but of course, smells like cookies, and the fire's burning up his robe.
Right.
And then that scene, that's the scene where he realizes he's not there just to get glory for himself, but he's there to fight for the orphans and the fight for the church and the fight for what's right. Because he gets thrown out of the building on fire, so now he's exposed, right? What he's been doing in secret is all exposed, and he's like, maybe you have heard of me, Nacho.
And they just look at him like he's an idiot. That part was funny.
So he goes out and then he starts fighting for the right reasons, and that's where he gets his victory in the end, and he becomes an overcomer. Such good allegories in this movie, man.
It is. There are many,
But
I like the part where he realizes that being because the main guy with the gold mask, he kind of treats him like dirt, and he's like, well, wait a minute,
Yeah. Treats him like dirt. And treats the kids like dirt too.
Yeah. And he's like, wait a minute, I thought these people were cool, they're nice, they're kind, But look, the basically the higher you get, the more prideful you kind of get, and the more jerky you are.
Yeah.
So he realizes that that's not what he wanted to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Thanks, Mom. Mom said we're doing a good job. Yeah. So it's good. So this movie scored very well from inside the booth.
That's right. As a comedy.
As a comedy, it got 10 points. 5 from my brother, 5 from me. 10-point movie. Go
All
see it,
right.
watch it, enjoy it.
That's right. Leave some comments down below if you liked it. Let
Yep.
us know what things you saw, like allegories and different things that you saw throughout our 5 categories. Let us
Yeah,
know.
or just even a line you like in the movie. Drop us a
That's
line.
right.
What's your favorite
Drop a
line
line.
from this movie?
That's right. There are many.
Yes. Quite a few.
And yeah, other than that, so that is our review on Nacho Libre.
Yes, Nacho Libre. Anything else you want to say
And
before we close out?
not really, but I guess if you guys are following The Mandalorian, we'll talk about that another time. I think it's going well, so don't want to give out too many spoilers.
Last episode 3 was really good.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Chapter 11?
Chapter 11. Yeah. I
Get that
forgot the
corn out
name
of
of
my
the
face.
chapter. Get that corn out of my face. I think one of my favorite parts is when he's talking to the kids on how he's alone all the time.
Oh, yes.
You know, he's like, and I sleep alone.
Alone.
It's the best.
It's the best.
I sleep all by myself. It's the best. It's actually the scene that you're looking at now.
Yeah. Yes. It's the best. They're just niños.
That's right. It's fantastic. I sleep all by myself. It's fantastic.
The funny thing is, like, one of the things he says earlier on, he's like, I know a buttload of scriptures. I know a buttload of scriptures.
Of the gospel, yeah.
Of the gospels. And right now he's quoting something that's not even scripturally
Not
based.
even, I know. It's not even the gospel.
The Bible
It's
says,
so funny.
do not fight your brother. It's a sin to be a luchador. A pile drive to the face. Nice punch to the face.
So, yeah. Good times.
All right, man.
So, yeah, did we have anybody to promote tonight? I think we forgot to talk about that.
No, because we were gonna talk about Mandalorian, but I guess not. So
yeah, we're already kind of our time is running short. Everybody, go watch The Mandalorian, the James Theory. Go check him out. There we go. We can promote him.
There, promote James Theory one more time.
Since he gave us some comments today.
Yeah, and he showed up.
And he showed up to say something. That's great. I love it. So go check out the James Theory. He's got some funny stuff over there. I mean, it's kind of like dumb, goofy stuff, but it's funny. I laugh all the time. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Give us a like. Share this if you can. Let your friends know about us so we get more subscriptions. And thanks for showing up.
Okay. Well,
don't forget our mugs. YouTube. We're now on Parler. We're also on Rumble. And we're still on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But we also got those 2 new ones, Parler and Rumble. Oh, and Patreon. Everybody, we have now a Patreon. So we want to start doing some special things for those of you who know how Patreon works. Donations. Become a member to our Patreon. Become a member to us, and you'll get some special stuff.
Yes.
We have 3 tiers, a $5 tier, a $10 tier, and a $25 tier right now. So check them out, see what you can do, and see what we can do for you.
And I want to put a plug in. I am starting a new faith review series on 2 Timothy. So it's a 4-week series. There's only 4 chapters in the book, so it's gonna be up and coming soon. So you'll be seeing
Good.
4 videos posted once a week from the faith review section. And I want to give a shout out to Matthew Peterson, who is helping me with all of that. He's going to be editing it. So thank you, Matthew. And that's it. That's all I got. So
Alrighty. Oh, check out our website too. www.insidetheboothtv.com.
all right. Thanks again, everybody.
And we will see you again next week, live Sunday, 9 o'clock. Don't forget.
Yes.
Bye.
9 p.m.